Uh-oh, we're live. We're showing up, unlike Tennessee today. Hopefully Cousin Shane shows up on the next episode. No guarantees. Cousin Shane may die walking here. We already got the Gators in. We got Hotty Toddy. We got Ole Miss representing. Welcome in Power Rankings episode. Tennessee funeral episode. As always, got to explain these Power Rankings. Two things. Of course, Oklahoma and Texas, we're including them in the power rankings this year, so I don't care who's against that. We're counting them. They're SEC to us. And simply put, if Team A meets Team B on a neutral field, who am I picking today after what we've seen this season, not in past seasons? That's the only breakdown of the power rankings. Oh, Gators. Gators are in here. Let's fucking go. South Carolina almost did it. Yep. God, imagine if Georgia lost and Florida whooped Tennessee's ass in the same day. This would have been the greatest day. Roll Tide. Oh. We got some Alabama in here. All right, let's get into it. Power rankings real quick. Number 16, excuse me. Almost forgot there. 16, Vanderbilt just lost to UNLV. If anybody missed it, UNLV now is trolling the SEC in these non-conference showdowns. The SEC has just been god-awful, and Vanderbilt is just continuing that trend. So I'm about done with Vanderbilt for the year. I don't think they're going to win another game the rest of the year. Mississippi State, I don't imagine we're going to see, Yo, Fade Ace is just wrong. We were, Chris. We were definitely wrong. Credit to you. MIZ, big day for MIZ. I already forgot where I was at. Yeah, Mississippi State. So I don't think we're going to be getting any Mississippi State fans in here. I just never got the hype around them. And I think it's showing already. Ooh. Appreciate you, Justin. $10 from you. Mississippi State, not legit. They're going to lose a ton of games, I would suspect, this season. Will Rogers looks completely lost in this new offense. And they got outclassed by LSU. This is the LSU we thought. We'll get to them. So Mississippi State, you're going to be fit. You're going to be in around 15 probably for a while. Auburn, number 14. You beat the hell out of Samford. Nothing you do against Samford, though, is going to give you much credit in rankings like this. We'll learn a hell of a lot more about Auburn next week when they go to A&M. Ooh, Tennessee. Brought to you by MyBookie. That's a good one. I do appreciate the plug there. Okay, so who's after Auburn? Chomp. A lot of chomps in here, as I would expect. Liquid Flames, big-time fan. I was worried about Tennessee for no reason. Yes, you were. Man, Chris is feeling himself right now. He's telling me to do vulgar things that I will not read on the air. Barry Odom, an SEC killer. Chicken and waffle. That's very, very true. All right, back to the power rankings. Then we'll get to these crazy comments. Alabama, 13. Oh, man. And I'm not trying to be a complete asshole when I say this, but not even I suspected Alabama would be this god-awful. I mean, they get their ass kicked by nearly everybody in the SEC if they played them. If they play like they did, maybe today was just a weird one, but they have no clue what they're doing with the quarterback. They threw in Buckner. He was god-awful. Ty Simpson, awful. Why they did not go back to Jalen Milroe? If they don't play Jalen Milroe next year, I suspect we're not going to see him again. He's probably told him he's transferring or something. Like, it's crazy. He's significantly better than any quarterback they have, and that's saying something. Arkansas, God, that was a heartbreaker. Another one. SEC disappoints again. Arkansas loses at home to BYU. 8-point favorite. Cousin Shane, lock of the week, curse, alive and well. I'm telling y'all need to pay Cousin Shane on our next live show to not pick your team. This is up for bid. If you do not want to be cursed, he'll probably curse Florida the rest of the year, every game, unless y'all donate to the fund here on one of these live shows. Cousin Shane is 0 for 7 on his locks of the week, and not only is he 0 for 7 on covering, damn near everyone's lost outright, including the Arkansas Razorbacks. So, rough day for Arkansas. They got no offensive line. KJ's got no shot back here. They need Rocket Sanders. Now they're getting SEC play. They already got a damn loss. Kentucky 11. Good showing. Akron's god awful, but improving. We still got a couple weeks before we get into SEC play. Now that Florida game looks huge here in a couple weeks in Lexington. Uh-oh, we got Cousin Shane in the comments. I just missed it. 0 for 7. I'm broke. He's broke. The Vols are dud. We may never see him again. Yep, Tennessee and Alabama look like ass. Tell Shane he's not allowed to pick Mizzou. I hope you saw that, Shane. That's a good rule. All right, next on the power rankings. Tennessee, number 10. Ooh, Vols. Top 10 in the country in the SEC power rankings. Oh, my God, what a dud. Defense, the defense looked better in the second half, but they already down about 30 points. So what did it matter? They got no confidence in Joe Milton to throw the ball. These receivers that we heard so much about, they are not getting any separation. And the offensive line, something we were worried about all offseason, that surfaced today. Penalties. Can't run the ball. Can't protect. This is not even that good of a Florida team. They dominated you. So, awful showing by Tennessee. They could bounce back, but credit the Gators, who I got number 9, jumped all the way up from 15 to 9. Great game, great home field advantage. The fans showed up in the Swamp. Make the Swamp great again, as Cousin Shane asked. He just said, don't do it this week. You did it. So that win is in part due to the fans. Graham Mertz, a hell of a lot better quarterback than I thought he'd be. But credit Florida's offensive line. Night and day different than what we saw against Utah. Getting those running backs the ball. ETN, big game. Montrell Johnson had some nice runs. Florida, you're another win like that, you'll be in the top half of the SEC. Man, Chris is feeling himself. He's just yelling profanities. I wonder if he's yelling these as he types them. If it feels like he is, let us know, Chris. Let us know, because he is feeling himself here. He's just MFing everybody. And, yeah, he's probably drunk. I haven't walked 13 miles this year, says Cousin Shane. He's going to be doing it here shortly. All right, top half of the SEC. South Carolina. Props to South Carolina, number 8. I was dead wrong on Spencer Rattler. I think he's probably the best quarterback in the SEC, probably a top 5 quarterback in the country, the way he's playing. He kept you in. Hell, they had Georgia on the ropes. They couldn't get it done for the second half, but that was impressive. I was pretty confident they would cover. It felt like they were going to win at halftime. Now, Georgia dominated you, obviously, the second half, but great game from South Carolina. That's got to give you a lot of confidence that the rest of the season, you'll be competitive. Again, let's throw up their schedule real quick. I've not updated it with the wins and losses from today, but, who South Carolina got? Mississippi State. You should beat them at home. At Tennessee, no reason. It is in Neyland Stadium, but based on what Tennessee showed, no reason you can't beat them. Florida, revenge game, but Florida looks a little bit better. At Missouri, you can't beat Missouri. That's a loss. A&M, that may be a loss, but the rest are all winnable. 8-4, 9-3 is on the table potentially for South Carolina based on what we saw today. All right. Number 7, big jump. We wanted this coach out on his ass a week ago. Now we're all aboard Eli Drake. Give him another extension here. We beat Kansas State. Anybody saw the clip? It was about by 6 inches. They kicked that field goal. Mevis. Shout out Mevis, the longest field goal in SEC history. I don't know if anybody saw that. It was the record. What was it? 61. All-time record. Never been done before. And that is how Missouri got it done. You're in the top half. What a game that was against Kansas State. Ole Miss, I got you number 6. Again, a little bit of a struggle. If you just look at the final score, it looks like a blowout. Ole Miss is winning. They're winning ugly. But, hell, that's about half the teams in the league would take an ugly win right now. Ole Miss, how about that? Think about this. Ole Miss goes to Alabama next Saturday. I think Ole Miss is a favorite. Could you ever have imagined saying that in the preseason? But I think that's what it's going to be. Number 5, A&M. I'm back on the bandwagon. Beat the hell out of some poor-ass team. Who did they play this week? UL Monroe. They looked great. Goddard Wigman's for real. The defense is a joke, but A&M, I think that offense is going to keep them in every game they play. And again, Alabama doesn't look near as tough Of course, number 4 on my list does. LSU, back on the bandwagon, just blew the doors off Mississippi State in Starkville. Was not even a competitive ball game. Malik Neighbors and Jade Daniels are probably going to be SEC Offensive Players of the Week. They were fantastic. So LSU coming together, and I think they're going to be a lot better even now than what we saw on Saturday. Texas struggled against Wyoming. I had to dock you a couple spots here. You were number 1. You're number 3 now. Dominant fourth quarter for anybody that missed it, but it was against Wyoming. Should have been a dominant game the entire time, and suddenly your win at Alabama doesn't look as impressive. But still, I got to give respect to one of the best wins we've seen this season. Georgia, number 2. They look like a championship contender in the second half. First half, I don't even know if they were top 3 in the SEC in that first half. So Georgia's got to put it together. They're sleepwalking through the season. They're buying into their own press clippings, and the schedule's easy and 28-point favorite every damn game. So Kirby's got to get this out of this team. Maybe that was the wake-up call they needed. And then, hey, if anybody, maybe y'all are not paying attention, Oklahoma just beat the hell out of Tulsa on the road, 66 to, I think, 17, something like that. Oklahoma's offense is for real. I think Oklahoma and Texas, I mean, that may be the game of the year in college football this year, the way those two are playing. So that's the power rankings for this week. Let me know what you guys got. Go for a little bit longer here. You're just clickbait at this point. Okay. Well, you're here, aren't you? I mean, Oklahoma. I guess you're just not watching Oklahoma. I mean, they're kicking everyone's ass here. High flying. They're looking great. Is Tennessee still the third best team in the SEC? I don't think anybody had them as the third best team. So how can they still be? That's a dumb question, Dave. You missed on that one. Cousin Shane, I'll buy you a Mevis jersey, but I lost my ass tonight. I think a lot of us did, except for Florida fans. They're out on Pittman already. We told you. They'd be mad as hell at Pittman if they lost. Poor Cousin Shane. Ironically, ETN ran for 13 miles, according to Cousin Shane. If the dogs get healthy, we'll be in business. That's probably true. But, again, are we going to sit here and what if, Milton was connecting on passes? What if Florida didn't give up a 70-yarder against Utah in the opening play? Maybe they would. We can what if everything. We have to go off what we've seen. But yeah, I get it. Ladd McConkey's, he hasn't played. Brock Bowers hasn't played. Players in the secondary getting hurt. Oklahoma's very good at. Yeah, I mean, people that need to see him. Tennessee maybe 6th, 7th, but right now, well, where'd I got them? I got them 10th. Tennessee's 10th. I think. I don't think Tennessee's that impressive. What else we got? Are you as miserable? No, SEC play. How can you be miserable? I don't care that we're losing to BYU and UNLV. Those games, those will be forgotten. So if Auburn beats A&M, you're going to move them up 8 to 9 spots. A little dramatic. No, not at all. This is the point of the power rankings. It's very fluid. You move them up and down based on what we've seen, not on preconceived notions. That's how a team like Texas can jump from number 1 and then down to number 3, and that's what you got to do. You have to react to what we're seeing on the field. But so Jalen Hurts-Cannon, is it? I guess he was impressed by that win over Cal. He's impressed by beating Samford. I mean, they've not been impressive. We have to go off what we're seeing here. Tennessee back to normal. Tennessee season over. I don't buy that, but just one loss. I'm talking about Auburn being at 14. Well, what have they done? They've beaten Cal on the road in one of the ugliest games of the year. And what else have they done? They ain't done shit. They got to earn it. Cousin Shane, you will be mad. We missed the ball already. There's no way in hell he's going 13 consecutive. He's going to find a way to cheat that. Yeah. Oh God. Yes. Here you go, Shane. Lock of the week. Lock up Colorado, so we never have to hear about Dion again for the rest of the week. How about them Rebels? Again, I hit on them, but not looking impressive, but winning. The final scores that they're looking like blowouts. Again, winning ugly. Guys are out. Same thing we said about Georgia just a minute ago. You could say about Ole Miss. Once they get their guys back, Juggins didn't play. A bunch of receivers didn't play. Ole Miss. And again, Alabama doesn't look that good, so all of a sudden Georgia doesn't look quite as good. So maybe that game's not as daunting. Maybe this is the year for Ole Miss. Texas blows. They blew Alabama out. I don't know if that makes them blows. Mizzou 5-0 with LSU. Game day. Fans have been calling for Missouri to host game day when LSU comes to down. I think they should. Cousin Shane says the walk will be Tuesday. When's it going to end, Shane? Thursday? How many days are we doing this here? Enos is not the answer. Yeah, I think I could have told you that. How many twisted teas for Shane tonight? Shane's sober up right now. He's got to stay sober if he's going to walk 20 miles wherever it is. Zach, appreciate the $5. He says, as long as we beat Ole Miss, we'll take 4-8 mode engaged for Mississippi State. I think this year maybe that might be accurate. It's a rebuild year. What else we got here? Did that drunk Florida guy, did he leave already? He just yelled for a little while and then he just peaced out. JJ, the Florida man, been waiting for you. We've been here, JJ. He's still laughing. He's got all them Gators. What a win for Florida. What a win. Florida will make a run in the East. Well, who's their competition? Let's look at Florida's schedule real quick. Let's tear them down after that big win. Tennessee, yeah, they'll beat the hell out of Charlotte. Kentucky, the way Kentucky's playing, if Florida plays like they did tonight in Lexington, they'll beat Kentucky. Maybe he's right. Hell, look at this. They could go on a real run here. At South Carolina, you whacked South Carolina's ass last year. Tougher at Williams-Brice, obviously. Georgia, you're not going to beat Georgia. But Arkansas, all of a sudden, doesn't look that good. Hell, they just lost to BYU. Yeah, I mean, Florida could go on a run. Why not? They just keep getting better. What else we got? Cousin Shane and Missouri. Yeah, we got that. Well, here's the thing. So Shane never got the shirt. I don't know why he didn't. He didn't get it. Someone was supposed to send him a shirt. There's a whole story. But he's got something cooking. So watch on the show Sunday. Shane will... He's kind of coming prepared. As prepared as Shane comes. Saban himself could coach Arkansas. We still... Yeah, Arkansas seems a little cursed right now. Texas number one or Georgia? No, Jerry. Oklahoma is right now number one. They've been killing folks. Connor, appreciate you. $5. Excuse me. I think it might be too soon to throw out the A&M defense. Their scheme was bad last week, but it played well today. Well, that's true, but they were playing UL Monroe, god-awful team. So, but again, I think the offense will keep them in just about every game. That's what I think about A&M. KJ overrated? No, I think you're not watching the games. I mean, he's getting killed. The offensive line's terrible. And these receivers can't get any separation. JJ. I don't understand why JJ wants to see us in small pink shirts. That seems like a JJ problem here. No one else wants to see that, sir. Not even our loved ones would care to see that. Florida needs to scrap their entire special team. Yeah, but hey, we're just picking apart a great performance at this point. MIZ, what a big win for Missouri. I mean, Drink just saved his job. Now we're getting hyped up about game day coming to town. What else? What else we got here? Couple minutes left. See you next year. Big Suey. I think next year is going to be rough. This is the year for Arkansas. Is LSU the best offense in the SEC? It could be. I think A&M's up there. LSU, Florida, if they play like they did today. Will Mizzou be ranked? They should be. If they're not, then we need to throw the damn rankings out. It's ridiculous. Chicken and waffles, blondes or brunettes? I'm brunettes all the way. Once again, Rattler, the best quarterback in the SEC, but the O-line is garbage. Yeah, I mean, it was wild how many South Carolina fans were mad at the screens and bubble passes. They can't block. I mean, they got to give them something. Kyle, friend of the show, I think Aggies put on a show against Auburn next week. I would tend to agree with that at this point in time. I think A&M's a lot better than Auburn, but that's a must-win for Jimbo. If he doesn't win that, he may be out. Take my last 5. Go Vols. Appreciate you, Carl. Do not make... Who are you, Will? We don't know. Oh, Mizzou, I think. Yeah. Do not lock up Mizzou, Shane. Please, God. I think Mizzou is Shane's team now, not Tennessee. So he still won today. Boomer. There you go. Jalen Hurts Cannon. He's laughing. A&M better than Auburn? Is Auburn that good? We're buying into the hype here. Okay. Maybe Auburn's going all the way. I think he's laughing at that now. Anything else here? Where are we at here? We're about 20 minutes here. Lock of the week. Take the under on Shane Macon at 13 miles. That's a lock of the century right there. Shane says he will not lock up Mizzou. He's full aboard here. Maybe he should have used his powers on Florida. I don't know why he doesn't use his powers to help Tennessee more often. Hugh is going to freeze them A&M donors once he embarrasses Jimbo and they don't have the money to buy him out. That's pretty funny. All right, anything else here? I'm surprised. These Florida fans, they just showed up, cursed us out, and then peaced out. They're just sticking around here. Auburn, Georgia, Kentucky, and Mizzou, 3-0. Uh-oh. East is wide open. Nobody is certain. Well, you can't say it's wide open when number 1 Georgia's there, but maybe outside of them. Go Gators. Love the show. Appreciate you, Craig. Yeah, Florida, they'll disappear once again if they lose. How down is the gambling account? I mean, Shane's broke over here. Okay, JJ's still here. I appreciate you, JJ. Arkansas just got beat, and Bama sucks. That's true. Ole Miss 3-0. Auburn is not better than A&M. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, whoever's saying that. Bobo is terrible. All right, anything else here? I'm trying to think. Anything else that's embarrassing? Anything with... I mean, the show's going to be one hell of a show on Sunday. So don't forget, Sunday, live recap show. We love these recap shows. Sunday, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Cousin Shane. We'll see if Cousin Shane's manning up to show up. He says his walk's Tuesday. I hope he live streams that. Early predictions. I appreciate you, Rusty. Early predictions for the point spread, Alabama, Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss favored by 4. I think that's going to be the line. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but they're just fucking awful. I mean, they don't even know who to play at quarterback. And I think the guy they got to play, they didn't play him today. I mean, that was just awful. I mean, Saban may have to retire here to help Alabama. How soon can we get Dion to Alabama? That's what I want to know. The SEC is garbage. That may be true. But, all right, yeah, I think that's all we got on this episode. I do appreciate, man, tons of people filing in here, so I do appreciate that. Again, Sunday show, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. We're going to recap all these games. All we do Sunday is watch these games, get ready for the show. Cousin Shane, we'll see if he's man enough to show up after Florida waxed Tennessee's ass. There's never a guarantee when Tennessee loses, Shane will show up, but I think he will. He's got to show up. He's got to show up for the Mizzou fans. He promised them a shirt. But I do appreciate you, and we'll talk to you guys pretty soon here.